Do you show up as yourself in every area of your life, or are you still wearing a mask? Hi, I'm Barbara Ann Shepherd, your personal mastery and accountability coach. And this week, I had some very enlightening conversations with my coaches about commitment, about what I'm doing, about my dreams, about having a hard conversation. So actually, I had to have a hard conversation with one of my coaches this week about didn't quite like the way they were doing something. And so during my deep dive this week, I brought it up because I've come to understand that when we ignore things, push them away, just go, that's just the way life is. I'll take care of it. I'll deal with it, whatever. I've realized that when we do that, we let things fester. We let them hold us back. We let them become something bigger. It's the same way with our fears and our doubts and those beliefs that we have, the stories we tell ourselves. They might start out as something small, but eventually they end up being something big, and we're wearing a mask to cover up the pain, the suffering, the anguish, that festering, ooey, gooey yuckiness that becomes us. And we have to numb it even more. And we have to do things that we didn't want to do, really, because we have to chase it away over and over and over again. And the easiest way to do none of that is to let it go. Have those conversations. Have those, even if it's with yourself, sit somewhere and maybe you like tapping, or maybe it's meditation, or maybe it's journaling, but sit with those feelings because they're hard at first. It's very, very tough to sit with that pain or anger or resentment, guilt, especially when it's aimed at yourself. Because sometimes we do things so we don't succeed. And then we have to live with that festering mess. So even though I was kind of upset about stuff about the way my coach was doing things, in the end, it was good to have that conversation before it started to fester, because in the end, not only does it make a great conversation for a live, it also taught me that we have to step in to our power of being able to express ourselves in any shape or form. You look at the beauty industry and you look at the array of fashion and makeup and all of the stuff out there, because there is just as many different types of clothing as there are types of people that wear them. We are all unique individuals who need to express our love. I read a blog this week from one of my favorite companies right now. It's actually, they do these wonderful bracelets that not only bring plastic out of the environment and they're helping to provide water in other places, they give these beautiful messages on them. And being able to have a way to express yourself in a way that's amazing. I read their blog this week and they were talking about being nerdy. And I actually brought the bracelet to go with it because of the fact that we're all nerds. Nerds used to be one of those derogatory terms because it used to mean you either liked Dungeons and Dragons, or you were a Comic-Con fan, or something derogatory, or you were a gamer. Well, it was interesting because on that list, he actually put bookworm and a bunch of other things, because all being a nerd is having an interest in something. And I love the way he even went to the point where those people that are normally calling other people nerds are all sports fans who just have to have an interest in sports. So some of us have an interest in reading. Like, I am a huge bookworm. My daughter even calls me Yoda bookworm because I've read so much. And we're getting ready to read The Slight Edge starting June 1st, which is hard to believe is right around the corner. And there's so much knowledge within The Slight Edge that is so simple that it's the edge that a leader needs. Literally. This is the thing that's the difference between being exactly what we want or not. That is the slight edge. 90 to 95% of people could read the book and not get it. And 5% to 10% do. And those are the people that are succeeding. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, and a whole bunch of other people follow that, right? They have success. We see it all the time. We watch people do it. And I'd love for you to also have that slight edge. So run right now. If you're watching this, pause it. If you're watching the replay anyway, if you're live, well, open up another browser on your computer. If you're on your phone, well, you'll have to wait just a second until the video is done. But go ahead and run out to gracefulwarriorcoaching.com and hit the Graceful Edge Book Club and join now, or as soon as this replay is done if you're on your phone or live, and join. And let's give you that slight edge. Let's give you that one thing that is so simple in concept and yet can be the most difficult to implement. And that's the difference between those who use it and those that don't. And so I'd love to teach it to you through the book, because Jeff Olson is an amazing author who just opens up the world easily, quickly, and hands the whole formula to you. Almost like you almost don't need another book, though you do, because he just gives you the edge. The rest of it is up to us, right? And we always need more skills. So run out there today. You'll see down below, you'll see a little banner. It'll actually have where you can go if you want to write it down if you're on your phone, or at least look at it and go, hey, I know where I need to go. Run. Because we start next week on Wednesday, June 1st at 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern, 10 Mountain, 9 Pacific. And run, sign up. Even if you don't, or you have other things to do and you can't make it because of those commitments, sign up anyway, because we do record them. And having discussions over what strikes us in the moment and having a safe place to do it in and be able to get different perspectives and have discussions over what really moved us, or, oh my gosh, I had this aha moment and my life is different. It's great to hear those stories, and I'd love to hear them from you. And I'm hoping I can enlighten you as well with some of my stories. You wouldn't be following me if you weren't listening to my stories, right? That's all these little reminiscings are, these lives. This is my journey through life. And I'd love for you to share it with me. Because right now, it might be the one piece of information you need. And I'd love to share it with you. All right. Have an awesome weekend. And I will see you on Monday.